No, I don't. Okay? I believe that he's wrong. I believe that Kamala's wrong in some aspect.
So did Trump win the 2020 election?
No, he didn't win.
So why are you voting for someone held civilly liable for sexually abusing a woman, someone who tried to coup the government, someone who says he has sex in common with his daughter, said yeah to Howard Stern calling his daughter a piece of ass, he says he likes to walk in changing rooms of naked teenage girls because he quote-unquote owns the place and bragged about it in front of Howard Stern, says he grabs women by the vagina, he doesn't have to ask.
Can we go one by one and then I can answer them, but not just fully all like...
Yeah, let's start with this one. He said he would date a 10-year-old girl in 10 years. Let's start with that one.
So, did you ever play... okay, I'm not trying to justify what he said, and I know, like, I'm not. And I haven't seen the video or evidence. I'm not saying that he didn't say it, but I'm just saying that I haven't seen it myself personally, right? Okay? Can we agree on that aspect? That I haven't seen that?
You want me to play it for you right now?
Yes, please. And it's not going to change my mind or anything, but I would love to see it.
Why wouldn't it change your mind?
I mean, because look, okay, before we got off course.
Soon. Thursday night. You're going up the escalator? I'm going to be dating her in 10 years. Can you believe it? Thursday night. You're going up the escalator? I'm going to be dating her in 10 years. Can you believe it?
Okay. So, can we all agree Yeah, can we all agree that these old men are kind of weird?
Yeah, so don't vote for one.
Okay, so what about Joe Biden with his daughter?
Vote for the woman.
What about Joe Biden?
You're gonna say the diary? So the diary contents are unverified, but I'm not voting for Joe Biden.
Okay, yeah, okay, but you're voting for Kamala that supports Joe Biden.
Who's better than Kamala Harris? Has Kamala Harris said this to a 10-year-old girl? Did Kamala Harris be held civilly liable of sexually abusing a woman? Did Kamala Harris try to coup the government?
No, I'm not saying. See, like, let's go one by one. But I love this conversation. Just first off, I appreciate you coming on TikTok and just spreading your word and like what you're saying. Like, I have no hate against you. I might have totally different views, but I mean, I think conversation and what we're doing is so great, especially just like TikTok is such a great platform that we can do these things. So, I mean, beside that fact, it's just that, like, I think it's just fucked up. Can I cuss on this or no?
Yeah.
Okay. I just think it's fucked up on both sides. Like, Trump, he has his wrongs. Joe Biden has his wrongs. Kamala Harris.
I'm saying. Respond to like what I specifically said. Like, again, would you vote for someone who said as a 40-year-old man that he would date a 10-year-old girl in 10 years?
Okay, look, let me answer that question. So, like you said, you're from California, right?
Grew up in Iowa and live in California right now.
And your job is what, this?
Yes.
Okay. Well, let me tell you something that's totally different from your job and where you live. I'm 22 years old. I live in Texas, and I'm in oil and gas, okay? So we're kind of like we're the same age. We grew up in the same generation, but we're on two different sides of, like we grew up different, right? So like you're going to have your ideas, and I'm going to have mine, which is okay, But I've been living on my own since 18 years old. So, it's.
I'm sorry, Greg. I'm really sorry. I just. Yo, it's a Palladium? Hello? Yeah, everyone, I'm sorry. That was not really going anywhere. Alright, everyone tap the screen, try to get to 3 million likes, share the live as well. If you want to support me, as always, Venmo, Cash App in the bio, everyone. Let's get on to the next individual real quick. Only send a guest request if you will be voting for Trump in 2024. Again, everyone, we are just looking for some debates. Let's get this next person up here real quick. Yeah, that was a certified Yap Fest. Yo, what's up? How old are you? Hello? Yeah, if you think I was rude to cut him off, that sure, go for it. I don't really mind. You can think what you want. That was unbelievably unproductive. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
Hello.
How old are you?
59?
Are you voting for Trump?
Absolutely.
Why so?
As a business owner, I can't do no more of the 16 years of Democrats in the House, like for real. I'm losing my business because of all the politics.
Like, what policy did they influence to get passed that you disagree with that made you lose your business, or is it going to make you lose your business?
It's not necessarily, oh my God. Everyday life, people don't have extra money to spend on the single owner business. They don't have it anymore.
Okay, shouldn't you just like pull yourself up by your bootstraps and not worry about on the government?
I'm not worried.
Why are you relying on the government to fix your problems?
I'm not at what?
Yeah.
No, I'm not. Okay, so I'm a business owner. I'm not looking to the government to fix anything. I'm a business owner, barely making it because of the policies that they put in place.
Like what specifically?
Okay. Huh? The wall, everything that they bring in. They bring in immigrants
How much of the wall did Trump build? And Alexander, thank you so much for the $15 on Venmo. Thank you so much, Alexander. Let's get some W's for Alexander in the chat. And I'll tell you, it was 3.7% new wall.
Can you help me here?
What?
The wall brought tons of immigrants over, okay, that are taking jobs from the regular American people.
So what tells you that they're taking jobs?
I see it in Texas.
Okay, so you said they're...
Are you here? Where are you at?
I live in California.
Oh, of course.
I don't see any of these jobs taking. Also, I have family that lives in Texas. I was in Texas recently. I don't see any of that.
Yeah, and I lived in California my whole life. Actually,
Well,
I grew up there in San Ramon, California. So, Bay Area girl all day long. So, there's a lot that your younger generation needs to learn. That.
Tree, think of the $5. Maggie, think of the $1.
Okay.
What do we need to learn? Monica, what do we need to learn?
I was just being polite and waiting for you to receive your dollars.
Oh, for sure. Alexander, thank you so much for the $15. Thank you so much, Alexander. I really appreciate it. Thank you. All right, go for it. You okay, man? You okay? Monica, are you there? Did the $15 break you? Hello?
Right? Is that funny or what?
Did she just walk away? I think she just walked away, Chad. Ashley, thank you for the $2. Thank you so much. She's lying about Texas. I'm from Texas. Yep, I know she is, Ashley. Monica, you there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm just being entertained by you earning all your money from all of this, like, for real.
Alexander, thank you for the $5 for breaking the guest. Thank you so much. All right, well, go for it. You can make your point.
I'm done.
What's wrong, Monica? You said you're done? Well, why are you done? Oh, she left. She ran away. Okay. All right. Bree, thank you for the $5. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, Bree. What just happened, Chad, dude? What just happened? Literally $15 broke her, dude. What just happened, though? I've never had $15 do that to someone. That was kind of crazy. Yo, thank you for the corgi. Thank you so much, Sassy. I appreciate it. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
President of the United States.
Hello?
Disagree.
All right, let's get this next person up here. Only send a guest request if you will be voting for Trump in 2024, y'all. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
What's up, bro? 28.
Are you voting for Trump?
Yeah, most likely.
Why so?
I mean, I just don't think I'm gonna vote for Kamala Harris, man. After this, the way she's like took the nomination and pretty much hasn't sat down or done any sort of interview besides that recent one, you know. It's
So
almost like
she just did one. And also, I can show you an
Yeah.
interview of her doing this like weeks ago. Of her literally talking to like reporters on the street.
yeah, like this most recent one, but still, it took like 40 days or so.
Why is that the reason you're not voting for him? So that, okay, to clarify, that's a disqualifier, but being held civilly liable of sexually abusing a woman is not, trying to coup the government is not, trying to restrict women's access to abortion is not, calling for a complete total shutdown of Muslims entering the country is not renting to black people isn't.
Hold on, one at a time. I mean, the sexual abuse thing is a little bit somewhat sketchy, you know, with the
What's the name of the victim? Jeremy, thank you for the $3.
Eugene Carroll? Eugene Carroll?
E. Jean Carroll. Can you name one piece of evidence submitted in the case?
Didn't she have the dress or whatever with fucking that Big Don didn't submit his...
Yeah, that wasn't submitted because Donald didn't give up his DNA in time, which that wouldn't make sense for him to do if he was completely innocent. Never met her. Why didn't he give up his DNA? He could have exonerated himself and been like, oh, they're coming after me politically. But no, he decided not to do that for some reason.
Maybe. I don't know. It's weird how they changed the statute of limitations. Was it like in New York?
It has nothing to do with that case, but she was able to file it because of it. The same thing with like over 2,500 others.
What about... Sorry, I mean, not trying to change
2,500 people held their abusers accountable because of the statute of limitation change.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's good, getting more people, but what about same kind of thing here with Joe Biden?
Garrett, thank you for the $10. Thank you so much.
Do you believe the woman that accused Joe Biden of sexual assault?
Are you talking about Tara Reid?
Yeah.
She perjured herself and fled to Russia. But prior to that, I would.
Yeah.
And also, do you notice the difference of how they acted? Donald Trump defamed E. Jean Carroll right away. Joe Biden said, I don't think this is accurate, but we should hear her out. Irony, thank you for the baby dragon. Thank you so much. I appreciate irony. Secondly, we're not voting Biden. Right? Biden's not our candidate.
Yeah, I'm just saying, or from Kamala Harris, you know, they've been in the same thing. She supported him, and she also said that, you know, she believed his sexual abuse accuser.
Who?
Kamala.
When she said that? No, she didn't say that. She was talking about like
during the 2020.
No, she was talking about the inappropriate touching, which Joe Biden has apologized for. Appreciate that mustache. Thank you so much. Like he would just like greet people with like hugs and was like touch you on shoulders, like hugging people and stuff for like too long, and that's what he came out and apologized for because he said he grew up in like a different culture where that was just the way you greeted people.
I'm pretty sure
and
it was like
that has changed.
I'm I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure there's a clip of her saying that she believes the victims of, accusing Biden. But
No, they're talking about the what I just referenced.
I'd have to look it up for more context, but that's what I thought it was.
Okay. Well, you can look into it. I promise you'll find that.
I don't know, but the statute of limitations for her for Tara Reid to, go after Biden, like she couldn't because it was already up, So the same thing would have happened to E. Jean Carroll.
I don't even know if that's true. And also, what? When? Where'd you get that?
It's just known information. I mean,
Where? Can you give me a single source that indicates that?
I'm on my phone. I don't have anything around me to look it up.
I'll give you time to go look it up. I'll talk to someone else in the meantime.
All right.
In the meantime, everyone tap that screen. Let's get to 2.5 million likes. Share live as well. If you want to support me, as always, Venmo, Cash App in the bio. Yo, Valentino, how old are you? Hello? All right, let's get this next individual up here. Only sending guest requests if you will be voting for Trump in 2024. We are just looking for some debates, y'all. All right, let's get this individual up here. Let me get the next person. Please only send a guest request if you will be voting for Trump in 2024, y'all. All right. What's up? How old are you?
Hello?
How old are you?
I'm 27.
Are you voting Trump?
Yes, sir.
Why so?
I think he did more like border reform.
Really? Is that why you undermine the border bill?
I mean, I live on the border, and for the past 4 years, while Biden's been in office, I think it's safe to say that.
4 years ago, Trump was in office.
Oh, sorry.
Also, there are less border crossing numbers right now than there were at the end of Trump's administration, due to the recent Biden executive order that decreased border crossings by 50%.
So
Not
you
only
think
that, but they try to get past a border bill, which Trump undermined. People like Lindsey Graham, Mitch McConnell indicated this. Trump said it himself. Trump said, "Blame it on me if the border bill fails."
Can I ask you something?
Go ahead.
Are you for illegal immigration, or what would you consider a better option?
I think we need to make the system to go faster right now. Anyone who's here undocumented that has not committed a violent crime, I think should be able to get legal papers. So we should document everyone that's already in the country who's not committing violent crimes. Otherwise, if they're committing violent crimes, we should deport them. And then for people who are coming into the country, make the system go faster, which incentivizes people to go through the legal process, max 6 months. Right, for the legal process. That would incentivize people to go through the legal mechanism, and then it would make it easier for Border Patrol to deal with people who are coming here undocumented, and also we would have a greater likelihood if someone is coming here undocumented that they're not just coming here for good reasons, like trying to make their life better, but instead it would be likely that they're coming for bad reasons.
So do you think
because if they wanted to do so for good reasons, they would go through the legal process. That doesn't take that long, whereas right now it takes on average 5 to 7 years to get into the country.
Okay, so do you think that crossing the border illegally is not wrong?
No, not if you're coming for a better life.
Okay, I mean that's fair.
Under our current system takes 5 to 7 years. If my family were in a dire state of need, right, I could see myself doing the same thing if the system takes that long.
I guess. Do you think? So I had a grandfather who's actually from Mexico, and he crossed the border legally with 13 kids. I think if he was able to do it with no education, I think there's plenty of other people that can do it as well. I don't think...
you can say that, but he came here for his life, right? He's not coming here to hurt the country.
I don't think everybody that's crossing is coming here for, a bad life. I'm not Border Patrol.
A better life, you mean?
Yeah, a better life.
Okay, so again, we're going to have a greater likelihood of being able to identify that if we make the legal system go faster.
Yeah, and I think I'm also pro...
So do you want to deport people?
I think we should take more action, like doing background checks and stuff like that.
Should we hold companies accountable for hiring undocumented immigrants?
Yes, I
They
think so.
shouldn't be able to. Okay, so if we should hold them accountable, we should hold Trump accountable because his businesses hired undocumented immigrants.
Yeah, and I see that a lot, man, and it's very unfortunate because I know a lot of illegals that don't receive proper benefits as they should. They're always out here working day in, day out, and I mean, I'm not saying all of them are bad, but I've met some bad people when they come across the border.
Okay, so again, I'm okay with deporting people who are here committing violent crimes. If they're not committing violent crimes, then I'm okay with them staying in the country and let's keep them documented. Otherwise, they're going to be in the country not documented.
Yeah.
Would you prefer them being documented or them being undocumented?
Definitely documented with work authorization.
What incentivizes them to get documented? By making it legal, right, for them to be able to stay here if they did not commit a violent crime.
So what do you think about abortion?
I think women should be able to get access to abortion.
On all, I guess on every standpoint, I guess on every
Elective
situation?
abortions prior to 18 weeks.
Prior to 18 weeks. Okay. Yeah, I used to work at a hospital, man.
The other guy just left, by the way, chat.
I guess, so when I used to work at the hospital, they used to consider like when someone's passing away, like once their heart stopped beating. So
No, it's brain death.
brain dead. They would call out like a code, which is code blue, which basically just stood that this guy no longer had a heartbeat, and they tried to revive.
I promise you, it's about sentience. Like medical professionals define it based upon sentience.
Okay, so I guess someone who. Okay, so you base life off of
No,
brains?
I think life begins at conception. I just don't think it's valuable until sentience. I care about sentient not life, not cellular life.
Sentient meaning.
A first-person subjective experience.
Okay, so if someone who's not sentient, you think it's like good for them to perish or not? If someone is not sentient, it's okay to, I guess, take their life away?
I think it's okay to pull the plug on an individual who's brain dead. I think it's okay for a woman to get, an abortion prior to sentience. I have no issue with that. Why should I have an issue with that?
I guess I think it's how you see it. I think some people see the fetus as a life.
I do think it's live at conception. I just don't see it as valuable until sentience.
Okay, so I guess your objective view is, or subjective view is, whether it has value or not.
Yeah, it's at what point do we consider it to have value is the question that's relevant to me.
Okay, I mean that's fair. I mean you can, I think it has some sort of value, because obviously I think I was reading something about
thank you so much. Appreciate the
stem
galaxy.
cells,
Thank you so much. True.
that they use abortions as like stem cells or something like that. I'm not sure.
No, the abortion of stem cells. No, they can
how does that
fetal.
work?
They can get fetal tissue cells for use of medicine.
Oh, okay, yeah. That's pretty cool, man. But no, yeah. I mean, I like talking
That's to
about
save human lives, though.
Yeah. I hear that they actually help out a lot. Global warming wise, do you think like the overpopulation of humans is causing that, or do you think that's just big company?
Causing what?
Global warming.
Yeah, it's human caused. I believe in human caused climate change. That's supported by the data.
You think abortion is good, like when it comes down to I guess.
I think women should be able to get access to abortion. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm reading a lot of these comments. Do you agree with government forced vasectomies for all young boys?
Okay, so do you think? So you don't think women should have a restricted access to abortion?
I think they should.
If they should have a restricted access to abortion, then why do you think that? If they should have a restricted access to abortion, then I'll ask you this question: do you think murder should be left up to the states?
Should murder be left up to the states? I'd say yes.
Yeah, murder should be left up to the states. So
Yeah.
I have a question. So like in Jim Crow era, you think the state should have been able to make it legal to kill black people, to murder black people? Do you think that should be legal in certain states because they allowed it?
No.
Okay, so why? So you said murder should be up to the states, but that is leaving murder up to the states.
I mean, I think it. Jim Crow. Can you fill me in on that? I'm not really familiar with that.
You don't know what Jim Crow is?
No, I'm gonna go do some research.
Do you know what racial segregation is?
Yes.
So these are laws of racial segregation in the South to discriminate against black people in America. Okay? So I'm just saying at that time period, right? I'm saying after Civil War, should it have been left up to the states on whether or not you should be able to murder black people? Should that have been left up to the states?
No, I wouldn't say no. I would say no.
No? Okay, so murder shouldn't be left up to the states.
I mean, I think. No, they shouldn't be left up to the states.
Okay, so murder shouldn't be left up to the states?
Yeah, no.
Okay, so if you think abortion is murder, and you think murder shouldn't be left up to the states, then why are you advocating for Donald Trump that wants to leave murder up to the states?
I guess I think abortion. So, I've read that abortion so let's say if you were to punch a pregnant woman who was wanting to conceive this baby or wanting to have a baby, you would actually get charged with a manslaughter charge, even though the baby is a fetus, right? If they end up in a miscarriage, they
Wait, so I would just say I disagree with how the law is currently defined.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think it should be considered an unjustified termination of pregnancy.
Mm-hmm.
It shouldn't be considered like double homicide like that. Thank you for the hand, thank you.
Yeah, because I know
It would be murder and unjustified termination of pregnancy.
Yeah, they consider that. Damn. Okay, well, I appreciate your time, Parker. I really like the stream, man.
Thank you, man.
Thanks, man.
Bye. All right, let's go to the next individual. Only send a guest request if you will be voting for Trump in 2024. We are just looking for some debates, y'all. All right. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
Unfortunately, the man wants to dodge clean for the triathlon. Don't worry.
All right, everyone. Only send a guest request if you will be voting for Trump in 2024. We are just looking for some debates. Please, everyone, only send a guest request if you will be voting for Trump in 2024, y'all. If you want to support me, as always, Venmo, Cash App in the bio. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
35.
Are you voting for Trump?
Yes.
Why so?
I don't really know too much about Harris. And I feel like when Trump was president, he did more than any president has done in a long, long time.
Can you name me one policy that he influenced to get passed that you like?
I'm sorry, say that again?
Can you name me one policy that he influenced to get passed that you like?
Well, I do agree with letting the states choose about the abortion thing.
Do you think abortion is murder?
I don't think it's... Kind of, yeah, I do.
So you do think it's murder? So murder should be left up to the states?
They are left up to the states.
Okay, so you think murder should be left up to the states? Okay, so
No, I don't. I think
No?
it should be, well, like,
federally?
yeah.
Okay, so then why do you think abortion should be left up to the states?
I guess it really shouldn't. It's a very
Okay,
good...
so then why would you vote for Donald Trump?
Why would you vote for Harris?
Because she's not a 34-count felon, proven sexual abuser, fraudster, election denier, tried to overthrow the government. She didn't call for a complete and total shutdown of Muslims entering the country. She didn't try to restrict women's access to abortion. Right? There are various reasons.
Okay. I'm still like learning about all of this, so I watch your lives a lot, and I'm very you're very knowledgeable and stuff, and I've always wanted to come on here and kind of talk to you about it. But also, when Trump was president, we had COVID and stuff, and we were still able to live even during COVID. He did a lot for unemployment, and I even got checks from the state because I was a server.
Well, that was Congress.
What do you mean?
That was Congress. It wasn't even Trump. But even then, if we do say that was Trump, well, there were also stimulus given and unemployment insurance given under the Biden-Harris administration. That was actually extended.
When Biden was, or when Obama?
So I'm talking under the Biden-Harris administration.
So they started that before Trump did, is what you're saying? Or they extended it after the fact?
They extended it?
Okay, but he started it, is what I'm saying.
Okay, so?
Well, we could have not had that, and people would have not had anything. One thing I have to say about Trump is he really doesn't give a crap what anyone thinks about him. I'm a felon, so I don't think there's anything wrong with the president being a felon.
Do you think violent sexual offenders should be able to get access to a gun?
No.
Okay. Donald Trump is a violent sexual offender, right? He shouldn't be able to get access to a gun, but he should be able to run for president and gain access to the nuclear codes.
I didn't know he was a violent sexual abuser.
Yes, he's been held civilly liable for sexual assault for forcefully penetrating E. Jean Carroll against her will. It was a unanimous decision of 9 people in a jury.
And when this happened during this election, correct?
Yeah, he was held civilly liable this last few years. It was 2 years ago.
Funny that it was when Biden was president.
No, it was actually, the filing was in 2019.
Right, when they were trying to impeach him and stuff.
Well, so you're saying this related to that, but there were therapist notes from 1996 detailing that E. Jean Carroll was sexually assaulted by Donald Trump. So these are medical records that are sent to the state. So they were documented in 1996. If they were documented in 1996, how did she know that he was going to run for president?
Well, no, he doesn't. But so a civil suit, a civil suit in court is so different from a criminal one, because I don't understand the difference.
So would you let someone held civilly liable of sexually assaulting a child be a gym teacher?
No.
Okay, why not? That's a civil court as well.
No, wait. No. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is I don't understand why he's not getting actual charges.
Because it isn't able to be applied in criminal court because of statute of limitations, which means it's been too many years since the event occurred where they can't try them for sexual assault. But in civil courts, they can. Okay? And that's true for literally thousands of other victims in New York because of their statute of limitations on rape.
No,
yes,
they have
there's evidence. There's the therapist notes. There's the multiple friends that corroborate that it was Donald Trump that she said. It is the case that there's DNA on a dress, unidentified male DNA, where Trump wouldn't give up his DNA within a 2-year time slot to give up his DNA.
So basically, he could have cleared his name, and he did.
Yeah, and he decided not to. For example, if you were pulled over and the cop thought you were drunk, right? Thought you were under the influence, would you specifically take a breathalyzer or get fined?
If you
were sober,
I would do it. I would take it.
Yeah, right? So you'd prove your innocence. Same thing with Trump. If he was innocent, he would have given up his DNA, because if he never met her, there's no way that they could have his DNA.
That'd be right. I get what you're saying. You have a lot of good. Obviously you know a lot. So I get your points and stuff, and the abortion stuff, and that's a hard thing for me because I don't know how in depth this goes with the abortion thing that Trump is trying to pass for it to be state by state.
Yeah, you know, it actually allows for late-term abortions in certain states. Late-term lethal abortion, because they're leaving it up to the states. So, say if California wants to make it okay for you to do 35-week abortions, lethal abortions, well, then they have the legal right to do that.
So I was watching a debate though when they were talking about this before Biden dropped out, right? And they were talking about this, and Trump said that. But what Biden?
Yeah, he said that was an issue for Biden. It's actually an issue for him because he wants to be the one to leave it up to the states. Roe versus Wade didn't.
Right. Okay, so, but can you explain exactly how in depth the Roe versus Wade goes? Because
Roe versus Wade specifically allows for the person to be able to make a determination of abortion prior to viability.
And that's what Trump wants to do.
Yeah, and after viability, it would be induction of labor. Trump wants to leave it up to the states to make a determination of when they want abortion to be illegal. So a certain state can make abortion not illegal in those particular weeks.
I think abortion is wrong. I guess it is murder. I mean, I would put it with murder. I mean, I said that before. I think in some cases, like if you're raped or, whatever, or like there's chances of the mother dying. But to go back to like the debate thingy, I'm sorry, he was saying something about Biden and the law that he wanted was for the babies to be born and then them to do whatever they want with the babies. So they can choose to kill the baby after it's born?
No. The infanticide is not allowed under either policy.
So
there's no states even advocating for like infanticide.
Oh, but that is a possibility.
No, it's not.
Okay. Well, I mean, murder it technically is state by state. If you think about like murder is against
I'm
the
asking
law.
Do you think it should be state to state? And I don't think you think it should be state to state. Like I could ask you the question: do you think women's right to vote should be state to state?
No.
Do you think slavery should be left state to state?
No, because if we're American, we should all be together.
So then why should murder be left state to state?
No, what I was saying was it shouldn't be left state to state, and it also.
Then why are you voting Donald Trump?
Why is he leaving murder to be voted state to state?
Yeah, if you think abortion is murder.
Yes.
Jack, thank you for the $3. Thank you so much. By the way, what state are you in?
Right now I'm in North Carolina, but I'm really from Florida.
Okay, I've been can you vote in Florida?
I can't. I can only vote here.
Okay, so you can vote in North Carolina?
I can vote in Florida too, but I have.
Wait, but as a felon, North Carolina allows you to vote?
Yes. And I can also vote in Florida. I just have to file for my voter's registration back.
Okay.
I haven't been a felon in years. So
would you vote for someone who was held civilly liable of sexually assaulting a woman?
I guess I would have to know more facts on it before I could answer that. I guess I will. I'm gonna.
I don't know. I could answer the question. No. Right? Like, would you vote for someone held civilly liable of sexually assaulting a child?
I would not vote for somebody that. No, I wouldn't. But
so what's the difference between a woman and a child? That means you'd vote for one but not the other.
No, what I'm saying is no, I wouldn't. Everything you're saying is no, I wouldn't. What I want to do is like go get my facts checked with the whole Trump thingy, and then when you're doing another one of these, come back on, and we can do it again. That way, I have more to say. You know what I mean?
For sure. All right, Crystal, I appreciate you coming on.
I love your lives too.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
All right, Crystal, have a great day.
You too.
All right, let's go to the next person. Only send a guest request if you will be voting for Trump in 2024. We are just looking for some debates. Keep tapping that screen to get to 2.5 million likes. If you want to support me, as always, Venmo, Cash App in the bio. Yo, what's up? How old are you? Hello?
Hey, what's going on, man?
Are you voting Trump?
Yeah, I am.
And why is that?
Most of the reasons are economic.
So can you name me one economic policy that he influenced to get passed that benefit the middle class more than it benefit rich people?
Yeah, his 2018 tax plan. If you
So
look at the tax cuts that he made, the 10% bracket stayed the same, which is the lowest tax paid for wage earners under 10,000. But everyone else, rich people, middle class people, they all got a break. The biggest break was that middle class around 90,000 a year. They went from 28 to 24.
okay, so what you're not understanding is that even if there is the same percentage change in income tax for people who make less compared to people who make more of the overall money of the tax policy would still go to people who are richer because they eat on each individual tax form would pay less. Right,
but the result
even less
was,
money. They would save more money on their taxes. So someone who makes like $1 million would save tens of thousands of dollars, whereas someone who's making way less would barely save anything.